Psymon. Today we are very excited to bring you the finals game of the group Requiem. I hope you're all doing well today. In the comms booth with me, I have Penny Lane. How are you doing today, Penny?
Hi, Blue. I'm always fine when I'm on Scrubs. How are you doing?
I'm glad to hear that.
So today we're seeing the group Requiem finals. We have BazooKazoo versus Psymon. Both did a great job pushing themselves to the top of this tournament. Also, Group Requiem, the most skilled runners in this beginner-friendly Scrubs tournament. So we're off to an amazing race, I think. Yeah, so we're starting with 2 of 3 medallions. We're starting 2 of 3 stones. We're starting with 2 medallions, and we start with Prelude and Lullaby. Lullaby from the start opening up quite a lot. Frankly, I don't like it for myself because it just gives so many options, but I think these runners can handle it. So let's.
Don't like it. Why?
Because less options means I can make fewer wrong choices.
Okay, I can see that.
So, I mean, Lullaby just opens up so much with Zora's Domain, and it already opens up parts of Goron City with Lirunia and the pot, and just things where I would always struggle. Oh, do I go there now or do I go there later? If you just don't have Lullaby early on, it just narrows down routing options so much. Just makes it easier. So because I am a very inexperienced runner, I like having fewer options.
That's fair.
Because
That's
then
fair.
I can make less mistakes. But I think these runners will be quite happy about that start.
Alright.
So we have 5 seconds to go. Child start, obviously. Then we'll see our spawns.
Okay.
Hey,
Let's see.
Child Kakariko.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting, though. Gives you an advantage if you have to route in like Dampe.
Orange Tunic? 30 dead, so I guess.
I mean, that Goron tunic might very well be required.
Fire is required, Jabu, Forest, Dodongos, and Spirit. So no Shadow, no Water, and no Deku Tree.
Very true.
The required Goron Tunic is a, well, stretch at this point, I guess, because these runners are experienced enough to make do without. So let's see if they actually go hunting for 20
I mean,
skulls or
that
not.
always depends on how early you have to go fire. If fire is like your first
Yeah.
dungeon and there's no hearts laying around,
Yeah.
3 hearts is kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
I missed the first foolish. Did you catch that?
So Domain, IGC, Death
Domain.
Mountain Trail, and Lost Woods.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, Deep Fire is only possible with 5 hearts and more.
Yeah. I mean, if we have a bottle, we can make do, maybe, but still, it's a stretch.
It's majorly annoying just for a tunic. I can see them pushing 10, but I wouldn't see them pushing 20 right away.
I mean, you have a lot of zero checks until you have to worry about 20.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what we get first here. I like Bazoo immediately farming the bridge here because we do start off with an empty wallet in these settings, so that's very interesting.
So Psymon's probably gonna get the rupees from Talon's bedroom.
I'd assume so. He doesn't have much other choice. And yes, Tech, you're right. Starting with the ZL is a nice treat.
If you know what you're doing.
What do you mean?
Yeah, just said I know so little about what I'm doing that ZL is more a taunt to me than a treat.
Fair, fair.
I really, when I'm playing for myself, I like playing with required only reachable because it just narrows down possible options for me, so I don't have to do it in my brain. Ooh, Talon giving letter right away.
Now that's gonna be interesting for sure.
With Lullaby and letter available so early, this means Jabu is extremely early accessible, plus minus a boomerang. And yeah, Rush Ice. Thanks, Blue.
I mean, we still need logically. Well, first of all, hard locked for rushing ice, we need a bottle. And secondly, we technically need bombs or a scale to turn in the letter.
True. But solid grounds for a Rush Ice, though.
That Storms is interesting. We already have ZL, we already have Storms. Rush bottom with well, though.
Probably. I mean, check density kind of delivers on that with the CAC spawn where they're quite fast. And all the bomb block checks are peekable.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Probably rush well.
That looks like Bazoo's going Edel first, though, and Psymon following. Nope, market checks. Some of these sounds are very interesting.
Okay, so far they're more or less following the same path.
Tech, yes, you with double defense, you can skip more hearts. However, we do have to do fire, so you might want to pick up more hearts than usual just to get through fire without the possible Goron Tunic on 20 skulls.
Sadly, the double defense doesn't increase the heart count that's relevant for the timer, like in fire and underwater.
Ooh, a hook shot on shooting game.
That's useful.
Now, I've talked to a few people, and some people like to skip that. That'd be crazy.
Child shooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't agree with it, but some people do.
I know some people skip Lon Lon Reg or at least Talon's chickens because it's just tedious.
That's fair, understandable, fair. I'm not sure I agree though.
I wouldn't risk it either because 90% of the time Talon has nothing, and then you have days like today where he has Ruto's letter.
I have a friend who lost the race because they skipped Talon's chickens and it was the only available magic.
Ooh. Well, at least it's punishment.
Oh!
Toilet has K-sword, but
Deku is pretty
fire. That would have been mean.
Oh, yeah. That would have been really unfortunate.
So, BazooKazoo, Night Market, and then Routing and Dampe? would be my hypothesis. I mean, it's Dampe o'clock, market doesn't move, so do Dampe, go for all the CAC child skulls, and then go adult.
Yeah, not a bad plan, actually. We'll see where we go here. But I assume you're right. That CAC spawn is just perfect for checking Dampe like this. And then you're gonna go adult. You could, like, go to OGC and force a river opener with this. Might be a good play.
What does OGC have to do with the river opener?
Because it forces time of night again to start night.
Okay, but I don't see the connection to river right away.
I would not want to go to CAC at night because you have to skip checks like Anju. And if you do river at night, then you have perfect time of day to go back to CAC and get CAC in the daytime.
So not night for river, but like making it night, so the wasted time from river resets your... I get it.
Sorry, thank you for asking.
Someone once told me that because Scrubs was a beginner tournament, it was good to do some explaining on comms.
Yes,
and as you're the more experienced player of the two of us, I guess I'm the one asking dumb questions
no,
instead
they're
of
never dumb. For every question that's asked, there's about 10 other people who don't know the answer.
I like the Rainbow Road music.
You're a fan of Mario Kart?
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see if the runners do the chest check here out of logic by lighting a stick and doing the flame torch trick.
I would guess that they have the skill, so probably why
they
they're
have the skill. The question is just, will they do it?
They're here already.
Yeah. Sun song,
Okay.
nice. I mean, you gotta have at least one vanilla item, you know? And yes, Rocky, I agree. Questions help the runners learn things when they watch it back as well. I agree.
I mean, that's why I started doing comms, so I can shamelessly use the opportunity to watch better runners and learn from them.
Random question, but how can you get a broken stick in Jabu, especially with Baronade? As far as I'm aware, you can't get a broken stick in the room for Baronade because the walls are all moving and not like a wall that is unmoving. I know your stick can accidentally break at the right time if you fight the big Octo. But other than that, I've never seen a broken stick in Jabu.
Also, for Baronade, it wouldn't be useful because every time you pull the boomerang, it would just disappear again.
Correct. Oh, there's a wallet.
New wallet.
That eliminates any need for 20 skulls.
Yeah.
Nicely done, both of them, very clean.
Yes.
Alright, Bazoo going adult? I don't hate this, I actually agree with this. I don't think...
It's what I would have done. I mean, they skipped Kokiri Forest so far, but with Lost Woods being dead, I can see that it's quite tedious.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably have done the same. I expect the runners to differ in their routing probably after adult CAC.
Yeah, I agree. Though you don't know, Simon might go up DMT. No, never mind. Forget everything I said.
Up DMT just with storms, no bombs.
And DMT is
would
foolish.
be- Yeah, and DMT is foolish.
But you could get into Dancing Dad's room and open the shortcut that way and go Lost Woods.
You could, but still is the question if it's really a good choice as long as we don't have bombs or even choose. I would probably do this when I have bombs or some explosives of any kind.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh. Well, that answers some questions.
Was that our
Was that
spawn on Simon's side?
It has to have been, because there's zero possibility to get there that fast any other way.
And with that, I will leave you to it. We have our second com joining us for today. Have fun, Lee and Penny.
Apologies for being late.
Never mind, life happens.
Alex and I were doing a couple practice seeds earlier for the multi-world, but I'm here now.
Oh, a stick upgrade. Since we know that we're not
going to be pretty helpful early on.
Especially since we know we're probably not getting K-Sword today.
Yeah, of course.
We saw a hint that K-Sword is in toilet, and Deku is not required.
And that's pretty epic. That just means it's one less check to worry about. But since they're going adult now, they have a few more checks they can do now.
Yeah, we started with a slingshot.
That's good for Spirit, at least, and Target in the Woods.
Yeah, we started with Lullaby, actually, and we already got Storms. So Blue and I assumed that they would maybe rush well at some point. Also, we got a really early Rutus letter from Talon. So yeah, Rush Ice is an option. Child spawn was in CAC. Adult spawn seems to have been Goron City. Okay, BazooKazoo rushing songs here.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good strategy, because I do it quite often. And with that slingshot, it'll make Child Spirit a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Serenade as well, so may not be useful for Water Temple at the least, but you can do Jabu if you have a scale.
Yep.
Plus, there are 3 hints.
Thanks, Proppy. Kakariko to Phantom Ganon. I didn't see that path. Thank you, chat.
Well, we found a slingshot, but what else was there?
And
Requiem.
CAC had Requiem and a slingshot.
That's an interesting spawn.
Yep.
Sadly, Bazoo can't really do anything here with just a hook shot. It looks like he's going for the back of lake hints, because if you get these early on, it can really be a game changer. Oh my gosh, Dampe race actually hinted. That's huge.
It happens from time to time in this year's scrub settings. Usually after you've already done Dumpe race and saw that he had nothing.
Of course.
Ooh, Frog's one bomb
I'd
bag.
rush for that bomb bag for sure. Well, actually, you might not be able to unless you get a scale.
Yep. We need either bombs, choose, or a scale.
Yeah.
But that might be our first logical bomb bag if the scale is prior to the bombs.
Yeah, it's possible.
But I know what Spirit Temple path.
And that means the boomerang there.
Yep.
Or something that locks it. Making Child Spirit looking a little more tantalizing now. Oh, there's the bomb bag.
There's the bomb bag.
I'd say just save quit here, so you can do Dodongo's Cavern right away. Or just do adult fishing quickly.
Yeah, finish Lake at that point. I mean, even with Serenade, it's quick, but orphaning that one check. I mean, they both seem drawn to water, with BazooKazoo going for Lake early and Psymon deciding on Rush River.
Well, River does have a plethora of good checks, as well as you might get something out of logic.
Yeah, I mean, I like River plays when River is not hinted dead, because even if you don't find a single item, it's 3 hints early game.
Yeah, of course. If you're really lucky, you get the chance to rush Ice Cavern. Oh, a big chest right away. It's another bottle. One that can be used. Bazoo can actually just do Ice Cavern outright. Looks like Southern Hyrule play first. And the Haunted Wasteland torches are dead, that's good. Beautiful. Alright, we get to see some of the Hyrule field checks here. Ooh, the extra nuts also helps.
Keg Phantom, the second path.
Deku Scrub being a little stingy today.
Let's see what Open Grotto has for us. Nothing.
Oh, there's that hint.
Yeah, there's the second copy. The first one was Castle 2, I think.
It looks like Psymon is following behind BazooKazoo. He'll be picking up that bomb bag momentarily.
Yes, Guy, we're having a great Wednesday. I hope you're doing too.
Ooh, something in Remote Grotto.
Minuet on CAC. So that might be our forest path.
No, it's not. It's on an. That's directly hinted. It can't be.
True. Thank you. I
Also,
swear I
hover
can
boots
read
in Remote
sometimes.
Grotto.
Simon going to be very happy about the bone back.
Nice work. And with those hover boots, Bazoo can easily get the left side chest out of logic. Ooh, a strength.
Strength on.
You just need a bow for Forest Temple.
True, true. So if Minuet can't be path to Phantom Ganon, we could actually have a first logical bow and child spirit? Question mark.
It's possible. Though there are quite a few other checks as well. Like Reded Grotto has just opened up.
Loaded
Inspire.
Goron.
Ah, there's Nocturne, so we don't really need to go in Ice Cavern.
There's second.
And that slingshot's not locked behind the other ones, so that's not path.
So it must be Requiem.
Either Requiem or probably something in the Reded Grotto. It's possible.
True, we haven't seen Reded Grotto, and we don't know what's on 10 Skulls. I forgot about that. I mean, we know 20 Skulls have a Goron tunic, but both of them have found a wallet, so Goron tunic can't be path either.
No, 20 and 30 skulls can't be path either, just because they're directly hinted. Song of Time. If only it had the same interesting quality of life as Ship of Arcanian or the Combo Rando, where you could change ages on the fly.
I think that would make for some way too advanced logic for a Scrubs tournament.
Not really. It wouldn't change too much. It would just make Rudo's letter kind of useless. Unless it locks all your other bottles. Hyrule Field to Volvagia, it's Hover Boots. Probably a key on Volvagia then.
The bomb bag was in Lake Hylia, Tekapu.
Ooh. Lon Ranch to Twin River. What do we find there? Right, Rudo's letter.
Lon Ranch to Twin River. Storms.
There was also Storms and Rudo's Letter are pretty good candidates.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't? No, never mind. So, Psymon just deciding to buy a tunic. Why not? BazooKazoo doing the same?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's all just the logical way to go, but at some point I'd like to see them differ. I mean, it's gonna be a tight and amazing race if they keep it up like that, just always going back and forth from each other for about 30 seconds.
It looks like Bazoo's going to be going straight into Dodongo's Cavern, so that is the Spirit Medallion.
I mean, if you can do progression, prioritize progression. But still get picking up the songs and Crater and stuff.
Well, at least Psymon knows about that hint as well, so... Ah, Lap Dive is dead. Excellent.
Tarunia's dance is there. Oh yeah, right, we've got strength.
And after beating King Dodongo, it warps just outside of Kakariko Village, so it is a good opportunity to clean up with the Redead Grotto. And potentially 10 skulls.
Big test.
Oh, strength 2! And because of the bomb bag, it's not strength locked either. So Adult Spirit might be tantalizing as well.
Hmm. I mean, we have a hook shot. Still missing some stuffs, but I guess if I found magic, I would probably go Adult Spirit and set FW there. But yeah, this seed is quite giving with the start items, so yeah, lots and lots of options.
And top lobby chest is dead. That is actually pretty good to see. Now I need to see how many skulls Psymon has. His Bazoo is currently at 5.
Five or six, something similar, I think.
Because they might just have to route in CAC just to finish up a skull cleanup. If there's something on 10 skulls.
I was right about 6.
Do bomb pickup here. To do the double bomb pickup, actually.
I didn't know the timing was lenient enough to just do it with a sword, but obviously it is.
It's pretty handy in case you have, like, not enough bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone taught me to do it with a bow. I never thought about doing it with a sword. BazooKazoo obviously deciding that 5 hearts are enough.
With double defense.
And a Goron tunic. Not needing to do water. I get it.
Alright, let's see what he has for us aside from Spirit Med. Because the Strength 2 certainly helped.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Well, I guess we're not really gonna get too much of that path for now. No, unless it's just Requiem.
Yeah, but I can totally see going for Spirit here. Maybe Psymon will show us the rest of Cat.
Potentially. It'll be an interesting divergence here. If such a thing happens.
Well, so far they have never diverged for more than like 90 seconds. Let's see how this goes. Oh, bomb juice.
Convenient.
Thanks now that we have bombs.
It would be just a little bit faster to warp. Back with Requiem.
I don't know if it's really faster, but I'm usually too lazy to walk at this point.
But we're seeing Redead Grotto.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if that has something that might be power.
Nope.
Nope.
It looks like Psymon is going straight to Hyrule Field, probably to pick up those hover boots momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Let's see what that is.
Now I need to see what this is. Boomerang!
Anna!
That didn't take very long. So, it looks like we'll be getting Jabu fairly soon.
Mm-hmm. I think at the point where we can't go any further in Spirit without the mirror shield.
Ooh, Hammer!
Hammer? Where was that?
Both Hammer and Hovers were in Hyrule Field. This is in Bolda.
Bowl of Destiny, okay. So yeah, Hyrule Field path to Wolf. The answer is yes. Which item? Yes. Everything you could possibly need.
It looks like Psymon is going to go straight into Fire Temple.
Solid choice, actually. If can do progression, do progression. BazooKazoo probably going straight for Jabu.
But there's that divergence that we were talking about.
Finally.
It'll be longer than 90 seconds. Alright, doing Bumpy Bowling first, because that is 2 checks.
Already here.
Nope.
Oh, wow!
Strength 3!
Oh, wow! Seriously? All strength easily available. Letter thrown in your face, hovers thrown in your face. Hammer thrown in your face, bombs thrown in your face. Hookshot throwing in your face. I'm not gonna say the F word, but we're all thinking it here, right?
It's more like they're all bomb locked. But still.
Yeah, but
It's only for one check.
39 minutes? And look at the tracker. Oh no, Psymon!
Rip shield. Those chickens are guns now. They were the lemon guns, but now they're the chicken guns.
Chicken guns?
Yes.
Are you alright, chicken guns?
That's not a flock of chickens, that's a glock of chickens. But it looks like we'll be getting 2 very different dungeon experiences.
Let's see if Blue's gonna get her deep fire today.
That's key number 1 so far. That's another one. It looks like Bazoo's gonna get the extra bomb bag, because it's always nice to have extra bombs. 20 is simply not enough to play around with. Especially with the balanced item pool. Yes, Alex. It is indeed the lemon gun. Because they have grown up knowing the pain. It looks like Bazoo will be picking up his ice blue fire arrows. But no magic or a bow to use them. Psymon will be going even further in, because that is key number 3.
So we can climb. For a while, at least. Could still be bow locked, but
It's potential.
I
As long
think
as
one
we
more
have less than
card.
5 keys.
5? 4? I'm always unsure.
That's 5.
Okay.
Just because with 4 you need that bow. Unless, if you have hover boots, you could get to the upper maze if you have a big chest on the lower maze.
Seriously? You can climb the fence with hovers? Basically?
Yeah, you could get to the top level with hover boots.
Well, always learning new things.
It doesn't come up too often, but it does help. It saves you about 2 keys. But there's a big chest in the shortcuts. Is Fire Temple foolish by any chance?
Not hinted.
Okay. Then there's potential. There might be something big. Okay. Don't forget. Oh yeah, Bazoo has Fish Friend with him.
Yeah, one of the bottles came with a came pre-filled with a fish.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Hook shot for a bomb bag.
Hookshot for Market King. I didn't see the Market King Dongle path. Did we just get
It was
that?
in domain,
Okay.
yeah. But King Dodongo hands in these settings are generally just more straightforward. Because Bomb Bag locks a lot of things in Ocarina of Time. Certainly far more than Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I was already wondering how you can remember so much stuff when you just said you played MMR and your name tag in Discord says you play TPR, and I'm happy if I can remember stuff about one game.
It's a lot of practice and perseverance. And I've also been getting into the Switch version of Link's Awakening as well, so there's that.
Got our boss key on fire, so as always, the big question:
That's high.
climb or no climb?
Ooh, magic! Yes,
Magic job.
we will take that. Just
That's
missing a bow for doing half of Ice Cavern.
Do you think Psymon is gonna keep climbing fire after the shortcut? Or go straight for Wolf?
That's a good question. Oh, it's just a wallet. Which really does nothing for this seed.
Okay, seems Psymon is deciding on continuing to climb.
And with that Din's fire, Spirit Temple is looking very, very tempting. Just
True.
missing a mirror shield to complete.
Ah.
That's dead.
If I was Bazoo, I mean Jabu is the only child dungeon we have to do. I would probably finish up on Well at this point, and afterwards going for Child Spirit.
Well, if there's the potential for a bow, yeah. Oh, Simon's just reached 10 skulls.
Nice.
Because the only check that is technically bow locked in Kakariko, being adult archery, wouldn't really do much. Unless it's for locking Sarya's song. But like, I don't think it really matters. Because Jabu and Fire Temple are within a similar sphere count. So you can theoretically just get Minuet off of Burning Cack that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bomb bag locks all your strengths, which is locked by the hook shot. And it also locks the hammer and the hover boots. So you can get the Nocturne check right away if you decide to rush both dungeons.
Yep. Absolutely.
Or it could be path... There could be a key on child side as well, so you could logically get all 5 keys. No, it's so unfit.
I think we should actually see a Well play soon, because we're nowhere near GTG of any kind, which otherwise would probably be the density play at this point. So I'd absolutely go for Well for density soon if I was them. Also, if I was Bazoo, I wouldn't want to do another age change if I don't have to. So I would probably finish up on all the sensible child checks. Also, none of them...
This early.
I think none of them has been to Sacred Forest Meadow yet. Because Lost Woods was dead, and I think nobody made it to 3 in their 3-song route.
So they didn't do Sarya's song yet.
I think so. I know Bazoo didn't do it, but I'm not 100% sure about Psymon. But I think they both did. Yeah, thanks, Blue. Yeah, because with Lost Woods dead, it was just so far off that they both skipped Fury Forest in the beginning and never went to SFM. So that's absolutely something they should finish up on, especially if you're like Bazoo child at the moment. So I would clean up there before doing something else.
Sadly, this is not a clean Baronade fight.
Yeah, but nobody likes Baronade, and this phase is really annoying.
It's more like it takes a bit too long to take out Baronade compared to even bosses like Bongo Bongo.
The only boss fight that takes longer than Baronade is Twin Rover. But maybe we can enjoy a nice quick Volvagia on the other side. Maybe when Volvagia is more
If
cooperative.
Psymon doesn't get Troll Hold.
Jinx it.
Well, that didn't happen this time. But there's still 2 other possibilities.
Why are you so mean?
Oh, that didn't happen again! And there's a long shot! Not bad.
Long shot on Baronade. Okay, weird choice, Randobot, weird choice.
Doesn't really lock too much, but it is very helpful in Forest Temple. And in Spirit Temple, too.
It locks crossing. And desert.
Yeah, now you can do Desert Crossing. But, like, there's no need when you have Requiem. So it'd only be really for GTG and Fortress.
Yeah. But GTG, important density play.
And Psymon has defeated Volve. He'll be picking up a song fairly soon.
Fountain Fairy, only 2 modes known to her as well, and either completely foolish or something crazy important unhinted.
This looks like a well play.
Well played, haha.
It looks like Simon's going to be turning in 10 skulls.
I'm excited to see if we have another potential pass there. Blue, did you mean instead of going well?
I think it's mostly from like. Okay.
Yeah, I get it with Lon Ranch being path Twin Rover and Storms potentially. So what Froppy says. Forest Courtyard is overworld picks. With all due respect, but what did you take? Either
I mean,
take
to be
more
fair, but you can see the skybox, so maybe.
Oh boy. Either take more of it or less, I don't know. Or give me some of it.
Looks like Psymon is going to go Child Spirit this time.
Which is also pretty sensible because A, Spirit itself is path and B, Requiem is potential path. So
something big here.
I would have done the same as Simon's doing so far, I think. Oh yay, Pebble of Pain. Rip off.
Or as Alex and I call it, the Poop Stone, because the way it was rendered in Majora's Mask for the combo rando, it was initially, well, not very appealing. But functionally, it's also similar in that regard. At least, if you've played it enough times. There's a vanilla key in the coffin. That's a big chest.
Just kind of what I.
Oh!
Oh, okay,
Light
that's
arrows.
that's
That's actually a
obviously
pretty
not
big
path.
pickup.
Yeah. Was there anything else on Child's side? I guess not.
Nope.
If Simon's safe warping out. So if BazooKazoo actually decides on not full clearing Spirit and going Child, then that might be a tiebreaker later on.
I mean, it also depends on whether Bazoo also goes to Bolda.
I never really understood how one misses Boulder, because it's basically in your field of view half the time.
I mean, the hover boots would still technically satisfy that path.
Yep.
Because Bazoo would still not be aware of what the key is, what the key layout is in this particular seed. Well, it looks like the well has been a bust so far.
Too bad.
That slingshot isn't locked behind the other two.
Wait, what did we find in Jabu? Magic and
Longshot.
Longshot. Okay, so basically probably facing a magic locked spirit here. And
Could also be Longshot locked. If the last key is on the Gauntlet's chest.
Yep. Yeah, but that would both have a high probability of satisfying that path. But well is the valid assumption I would have made. Oh yay, thanks game for nothing.
It's basically completely useless to seed.
But it was a valid assumption.
If this is a mirror shield or a bow, that's actually pretty big.
Yeah. That's either of those, then the whole ordeal was nice.
Definitely big now.
Okay. So the whole ordeal was worth something. So that makes well non-negotiable.
So we're basically just looking for a bow for no mode on Restream.
Absolutely. And it's not like they are missing so much either. I mean, nobody cares about knowing where light arrows are or aren't, because you get the hint in the end anyways. So that's just lucky for Psymon. But it's nothing that BazooKazoo will grind himself up over. One of them has hammer, one of them has hovers, so yeah. It's basically a bow and we're done.
Rip chickens. So now it's basically just we got a lot of things, and we're out within just the hour.
And speaking of which, happy 1 hour. I actually missed it. There's so much happening on screen. But a little late, better late than never. A happy 1 hour, everybody. Shout out to our restreamer and early comms stand-in for Lee Blue Roses. Please give her a follow. Amazing job on the side of our 2 runners. Thanks for letting us restream this. You can also find their profiles in chat. Give them a follow to be able to see more of them if Scrubs is done, because we're already in the finals and you don't want to miss out on these runners for the next year or so. Also, shout out to our trackers, Lady Draco and Turtlebeard, keeping us informed about everything that's going on. And last but not least, thank you, Lee, for being here with me in the comms booth today.
Yeah. Well, Bazoo is basically just a bow from glow mode, and he can just pick up his light arrows when he goes back. That trek to Fire Temple, then again, it's just a save and quit. Oh, that makes sense! To, like, basically, getting all the stuff you need to actually get the stuff for burning cack. Requiem to get the boomerang. So that you can get, Minuet, because Minuet locks Sarya's song.
Yeah, that's what I thought very early, but Minuet was a direct hint, so...
Yeah.
Like, you and...
It just means that, it's for Requiem, not for Minuet. Because, that's the quickest way to get the bow. Well, to get the boomerang.
And the boomerang locked longshot and thus crossing, so you couldn't adult cross without Requiem. So you couldn't reach the adult side. Right, I was thinking about Requiem only locking child side spirit, but no, when it locks, when boomerang locked basically crossing, yeah. So that makes sense. It's a little bit finicky as a path, but I like it. Oh, there's the scale. Wow.
If Psymon doesn't find a bow in Forest Temple, he will have to leave. Sadly. But at least the courtyard's available for the most part.
Whoa. Hovers locked forest? Like
it's possible, actually.
Bow?
If there's only one key in like the entire courtyard and within the first couple of checks in Forest Temple, it's possible.
That would be ugly AF, but technically possible. Well, Simon's got the hammer, they haven't got the hovers. But still, getting to the courtyard balcony with hovers is in logic.
Oh, there's the boss key. Nice. That long shot, you can easily get to the gauntlet's chest from the mirror shield chest. It looks like Psymon doesn't really have much of a choice but to leave Forest Temple.
Sad, actually. But I mean, Courtyard is not that much of wasted time. Psymon could have gone on, though. I mean, technically, bow chest is reachable without a bow. But
It is.
First bow?
As long as you have 3 keys.
Psymon did find 2 or 3?
That kind of looked like 3.
First logical bow vanilla would be absolutely diabolical.
It's possible. Oh! That's slow mode for Bazoo!
That's huge! That's so huge!
I'd say after Spirit, you go straight to Fire and then Forest. Because you could just save quit near Fire. And then you warp to Forest.
This is 1 hour 10 go mode.
I think it's Bazoo's game to lose at this point.
Yep. If Bazoo wins, this Scrubs tournament in Group Requiem is over. If Bazoo loses, we're gonna see another match.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna be seeing another match.
The discovery of the bow here was huge. That might have been the make it or break it moment for Bazoo.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
see.
going back into Child Spirit shouldn't be too hard. Just set up Furores near Ganon's room, and bam. And then you just warp to Forest Temple once you get the light arrows. As adult, at least. To trigger the Furores win. So it may even be under 2 hours that Bazoo finishes.
I mean, we have maybe another 5 minutes in Spirit, because Twin Rover can be tedious.
Yeah.
We have 15 minutes of Forest. And basically 10 minutes of Fire. And then IGC. I mean, if they're really crushing it, that could be possible. It's a stretch, but possible. Would still be pretty impressive, though.
Oh yeah, Bazoo's definitely gonna need the age change for
the light arrows.
the light arrows.
Psymon,
That's about it, but that's fine.
Yeah, Psymon needs the age change for well.
Yeah. I swear, in the N64 days, it's the twins that take up the longest to fight. Like Twin Rova and Twin Mold.
I always liked them. It's the funniest cutscene in the game when you beat them.
Yes, them arguing. Oh my god! That's really close. But I've had something like that before, so yes. It's just crazy how they could get really close to you. And it's terrifying. Oh, but Bazoo is getting some pretty good luck here. He just needs one more hit on them. Luckily for Restream, Psymon will be picking up his mirror shield momentarily. It's just that map chests will always be a bit of a pain, because down below.
Mm-hmm. Looking good on a stun lock. Nice, clean rover fight. Lots of random on Bazoo's side, plus clean fight makes for quickest possible rover. Nice.
The rover fight was certainly cleaner than the Baronade fight.
Yeah, but Baronade is Baronade.
Alright. And now let's see what Bazoo does after. Oh, I'm fairly certain he knows 3-key forest. So I think going fire might be the better play right now. Because the minuet not only acts as our fastest way to Forest Temple, but it also is the fastest way to Ganon's Castle when you have Aurora's Wind set up.
It's the fastest way to Ganon's... minuet, yeah, okay, I get it. It took me some time to compute, sorry.
No worries. It's only Prelude if it's your first time there. If it's your second time there, Minuet's a far better choice. Alright. At least Bazoo's magic is back. I'm even more surprised that Psymon hasn't just ran into Spirit Temple quite yet. Like, even before going to Well. It looks like Bazoo is doing a few checks around here before, because, well, Fire Temple checks are going to be a bit of a pain to route in, well, when you're trying to look for light arrows. And with the lack of Bolero, it's even more so.
I can see that ratio. Wouldn't have come to my mind, but it makes sense hearing you say it.
I want to see whether Bazoo just finishes up as soon as he gets the boss key, or if he decides to go any higher. Because I have a feeling that the shortcut chest will probably change his mind.
Especially with that big chest being on the shortcut, forcing you to open the shortcut, I wouldn't go higher. Because you have the shortcut, and with the adult spawn in Goron City, you are quite fast.
Yeah.
It's not that tedious a trek to make even without Bolero with that spawn.
Oh, you forgot about the keys. That one always flies towards the back. Making very short work of the Flare Dancer. I always love to see it.
I really like that method. When first people told me to just use the hammer instead of the hookshot, it was a huge revelation for me. It was so much easier. Flare dances used to take forever with racing back and forth and stuff, and then you learn the hammer method and you think, why was this ever difficult?
The hammer is so useful in so many ways.
Also, hammer crouch steps for Ganon. One of the most life-changing things I learned when doing randomizer.
No, yeah, because it just makes him mincemeat. If you don't have a hammer or a big Goron sword, nuts are a pretty good alternative.
But do you think like 8, 9, 10-year-old me would have thought to fight the biggie baddie with nuts?
I found out they were fairly useful against him when I first played through it, too. It was pretty funny.
It would never
Something you
occur
randomly
to me.
pick up in the forest is able to stop the Demon King himself.
Totally
Partially.
credible. I never used nuts much before starting randomizer, and then people were telling me nuts are totally OP, do everything with nuts. And I was like, you're nuts?
It's all about the nuts.
It's all about the nutsies, nutsies, nutsies. These nuts, yeah. Yeah, luckily we're
Quite
out
nutty.
of November.
And now we're into the into Christmas nuts.
Christmas nuts.
Like walnuts. And the nutcracker.
Is walnuts the equivalent of Kokiri War Masters?
Yeah, it's basically. Boomerang. Getting the sunblock chest without magic as adult is definitely painful. Because Psymon doesn't have magic, you'll have to either go back child just to get the boss key if he doesn't get it. Which, well, if he knows the trick, he'll be fine.
I find that trick baseline impossible.
And if he doesn't, then, well, Jabu is quite helpful in that. But I mean, doing the Armos push in the main lobby is actually not too bad. I've done it a few times.
Oh, the thing people like to call bow crap?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. I mean, it's tedious, but, well...
It used to be more so when Armos pushing was just as slow as it was in the base game.
Mm-hmm.
That skill is going to make it a lot easier for Psymon to get into Jabu.
Just making real quick work of fire here. Really pushing for the speed.
Looks like we'll be getting an extension on Fire Temple now. Yep, they were in Child Spirits.
I'm sorry, my connection wobbled for a second. What was it, child spirit?
Light arrows.
Ah, yeah. Oh, Chet was asking.
Bazoo hasn't gone into Child Spirit yet. And well, he's gonna be picking up his Forest Medallion soon. Let's just hope Bazoo doesn't get troll hold. Hopefully that 1% BS is accurate for this fight.
I don't want to be mean to Bazoo, but him getting troll hold would kind of keep the heat on a little.
Just a little. Oh. I think he... Just because the position of that bomb.
I was missing at least one audio cue, so I'd say that doesn't look
That was
too
two
good.
that he missed, it seems.
Yeah.
If he can pull out the bow and hit Volvagia a couple times, should be just fine.
Fingers crossed. Especially when at really low health, Volvagia can be a pain in the... You know.
Yep. Absolutely.
One of the reasons that speed strats are making bosses way easier, because Ocarina of Time has the habit of making fights harder the closer the bosses get to death. So with the speed strats, you usually have the easiness of the early phase, and then the boss just dead. Okay, so
Fire wasn't hovers locked because there wasn't a key on Volve. So it was just for hammer.
Yep.
But hovers are nice.
Hovers are useful. I mean, nobody wants to climb for that block, and the jump can be finicky.
Just as I thought, Bazoo would go straight for Kakariko to pick up Minuet.
Yeah, you could use Requiem. Should be similarly fast.
Not quite. Because you could just hook shot the tree and go in quickly.
Yeah, but you have to add a menu for equipping the hookshot and unequipping the hookshot. But you still have to menu
not too
for
bad.
FW, so... I really like using Shadow for FW warps.
I mean, if you don't have Nocturne and you don't have Dins, then it's probably best that you don't.
Yeah. When I started with the rando, I did a lot of dungeon randomizer, and Shadow just stuck with me as one dungeon that was always accessible as an adult and a child, so I just didn't have to make two separate decisions.
Yeah, Psymon's definitely gonna need to get the magic to get it, because doing that trick in sunblock room as adult with just the bow is a pain.
Do you mean the
like
crazy
Psymon is going back
backflip
into
stuff?
Force Temple. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it with pushing one of the silver blocks in front of the torch and then shooting from atop the block. But it's still, you have to be so fast and so precise, it's just something I can't do.
It's something that that if you don't get it, like after a few tries, you're kind of just blowing time. You're just losing a lot of time as a result.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like we're getting double forest after all. Although in this case, one of them is mostly just a go mode, and the other one is, well, still missing magic.
I mean, it's not as if Psymon was playing a bad game here.
It's just sometimes, your routes can just pay off better than on the storm seeds than others.
I mean,
this is definitely the case for Bazoo.
This seed was is kind of jetty, to be fair, and BazooKazoo basically found the god route by accident. So that's just, if you go one way or another, choices either pay off or they don't. And with randomizer being, well, random, there's a huge element of luck in there. And Psymon is still showing us a terrific game and great execution and everything. It's just that BazooKazoo had that one routing decision somewhere that paid off more, which is basically going Jabu first. And finding magic, finding long shot there, and with the magic having all the opportunities in spirit. Just something I wanted to point out in case there's someone watching who's not that familiar. At this point it looks like BazooKazoo is just kicking Psymon's Sweet Bee. But yeah, it's basically they are playing a very balanced game, which showed in the first half of the game where they were neck to neck making the same decisions.
A slight divergence in routing can make a big difference.
Mm-hmm. But execution-wise, I mean, comparing what they were doing just here, one with the hover boots track, the other one with the back recoil, it's just great skill play. So with the double forest here, even though forest can be tedious, we have once again the opportunity to really compare them side by side and see that even if BazooKazoo is basically clearly winning this, Psymon is not a bit less good player than BazooKazoo. Sorry, I can't sentence. My brain is dumb tonight. I can't sentence anymore.
The magic is in Jabu's belly on the map chest.
Yeah, but
that's the only one we found so far.
No idea where second magic is. We've had one, yes, but what about second magic? So yeah, second magic might be on Phantom Ganon for all we know.
It is possible. We haven't seen Phantom Ganon yet.
And IGC is dead.
Yep.
I mean, could also be in GGG.
Yeah. Or in
this has so far been a
cavern.
Completely GGG-less seed. Or Top of Fire.
Well, it's the beauty of just outright getting rid of GTG a lot of the time. Though technically, because if the magic is in GTG, that would also mean that. Well, it looks like Bazoo's just going to ignore the big chest, which is fine. He'll be ignoring the bait. Oh, he's going for it. Never mind.
Could still be BGS. I'd like having Nairus at that point, especially with 6 hearts, because my Ganon fights are still 50-50 divided between good and horrible. Progressive dims! Nice one, Froppy. I didn't know that one.
Well, to be, it's pretty much useless, except for like entrance rando, Oko, Bonko, or scrubs. Like, scrub sanity.
Yeah,
so, like, very rare cases.
I really like having Nairus because my Ganon fight still sucks at times. So it's just like a safety issue for me. If I get really low on hearts, being able to pull Nairus is nice. But there is a reason why I didn't live way into the second half of the menu at bracket, you know. That music right there, oh wow.
Wind Temple from Wind Waker.
Yeah, it's so cute, and that on the double Stalfos fight is kind of ironic. It's like a tippy tippy do I kill you.
Well, I mean, it is the dungeon that you have to work with Makar in. Who is the tastiest plant, the tastiest Korok.
Psymon searching for the ladder, I know the feel. Good thing to see that stuff like this also happens to other people and not just me. I swear, if you fall down in that room once, your rhythm is so wrecked you're never gonna make it again. It completely breaks my rhythm if I fall down there. Wow! Always fascinated when people do that recoil and then just land on the other square. I can't remember for the life of me. For me, it's just such a badass move to witness.
It just means less time to worry about. It makes it a little easier to get across, sure. At least it's not Master Quest where you have a little bit of an interesting puzzle there, which if you have fire arrows can easily skip that. Or if you decide to do 4-key forest. But since it's not, you're mostly just getting the same strats as before. as Psymon leaves Amy, Bazoo enters Amy.
Yep. So, on the forest front, Psymon being a little faster, pulling a little ahead of BazooKazoo. I mean, Psymon is still a Jabu behind, but it completely pays into what I said earlier about this being two runners that are completely on par skill-wise. So this match will have a winner in time, but not really a winner in skill here. They are very, very close to each other. They are both totally impressive to watch, at least for me as a newbie and group minuet player.
Alright, let's see. It's basically just down to Phantom Ganon now. For both. Although in Simon's case, he still has part of Spirit and all of Jabu left. But man, when I was in Minuet, like 4 years ago, we didn't have that fast block pushing, which is always nice. And I always appreciate when I see the fast block push in Forest Temple. Now let's see what's on Phantom Ganon. This has got to be good. Nope. Well, I think it's in GTG. The second magic.
Basically, something has to be in GTG. Because we only have IGC Foolish as a dungeon.
Yeah.
So there should be either fire arrows or a scale, or if we're unlucky, climb check in GTG. There is probably something in ice somewhere. Baron blockers, that's a nice word for bait.
Yes.
Okay, Bazoo basically done.
Now I gotta see what this check is. Alright, and it is another
Another bow! Yay! A bow,
That's
lots of
vanilla.
bow. Am I evil for opening up BazooKazoo's singular stream on a separate tab because he's streaming with camera and I want to see his face when he gets the Ganon hint saying Spirit Temple for the light arrows? Am I being mean? What's Psymon doing? What's he searching for?
He's going into Jabu now.
Ah, it's not searching, it's quickest way to Jabu. Yeah, thank you.
You did get that scale in spirits. Oh, there's the fire arrows.
Either
So
just
we know where all of our candy is.
we haven't seen flames. Oh, you with candy you mean the
Elemental arrows.
the colorful. I see. Haven't heard the word candy for them, but I see how one would come to
They're
that.
like lollipops.
Mm-hmm.
You got strawberry, lemon, and blueberry. Or if you prefer, blue raspberry.
I don't know. Smurf on a stick.
I'm guessing Gargamel has started a new business venture then.
In Germany, there used to be Smurf ice cream, like blue ice cream or icicle pops thingies in my childhood.
Yeah. Gotta love that finicky Stalfos who just wants to just go away from you. Even as far as going into the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, it's always why can they and I can't. It's unfair fight for them to always disappear into fire. Ooh,
Because they don't have skin, that's why.
accidentally. Well, bone does burn quite well. Nice one, even accidentally. Awakening Pepper while still fighting Sword is nothing that BazooKazoo cares about.
Plus, you normally reserve your last equip swaps so right when you're fighting Ganon. Alright. And just save here so that you can quit out.
Sorry! But the look at his face was actually worth it.
But Psymon has just hit go mode now.
And BazooKazoo is tracking back to Spirit.
He still has about 7 minutes.
Nah, he has more. Psymon hasn't finished Spirit.
I mean, for the sub 2.
Ah, for the sub 2.
That's what I really want to see. The sub 2.
I don't really see that happening. I mean, warping down there, hitting the switch, getting the chest, getting back.
There's still plenty of time. And if he manages to get, like, a 1 cycle off of Ganondorf, even more so, actually.
Yeah, but if it takes 2 to 3 minutes at least with age change, going in there, getting the chest, getting back out. And
well, he won't need the shield anymore, so he could just use his slingshot. He's using all the projectiles today.
The more the merrier. But no bomb.
No need. If he stunlocks the Armos with a nut, that's all he really needs. Because then he could just shoot them with the slingshot, and bam, dead.
Seriously? That works?
Yeah. Or jump slash. Basically enough damage to go past its defenses. That's why the Master Sword works just fine against Armos.
Yeah, but we're at 155 now, and you basically can't do Ganondorf and Ganon in under 3 minutes-ish. Because there's still cutscenes in there and stuff.
Ooh. It's mostly just the Ganon cutscene that takes longer. Especially that first one.
Yeah, but the cutscene before the last hit on Ganon always feels like forever when you're in the race and just waiting to click on done.
Agreed. Just letting the Stalfos do a few attacks. I would not be up for that. Well, the Forest Temple part will make it even faster, at least. It'll just be around 2 minutes, 2 hours.
Yeah,
Close enough.
I guess we'll be looking at 2-1 or 2-2, probably.
Agreed. Like, they're not like Psymon's not far behind at all. It's just that his routing meant that he had to do more age swaps.
Yeah.
Which
was a
do eat
little
up
more
time.
double dipping. There was a little more backtracking. But nice Baronade fight there.
So
Getting
much
all
cleaner.
quick kills in.
Bazoo would have actually saved more time if he was a bit cleaner on both phases 2 and 3 for Baronade.
I mean, Psymon is killing it here.
Yes. Yeah, the forest gamble really didn't pay off initially. Right? I believe it's around 9 hits.
Nice stunlock.
Excellent.
Oof. I am impressed.
Oh yes, Ganon Cook. How to cook your Ganon. Tenderize the meat with the top edge of a hammer. Score your Ganon with the Master Sword. Cook at 4,000 degrees Celsius or 7,232 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 seconds. Slice off a piece or 3. Bury the sword as to not stab anyone else, and enjoy. Fun for the whole family. If they're gonna have a barbecue cookout. Phase 1 is down, so Bazoo is just finished tenderizing the tail. And he's gonna slice it up so he can serve it to Zelda and the sages, of course.
Probably a vegetarian.
I mean, Link did grow up in the forest, so I'd imagine that a lot of his diet involves a lot of nuts. Nuts and fruits.
So close on the cutscene. Like I said, this cutscene's now breaking it for the 2-hour mark.
It's just barely, actually.
Come on, cutscene faster!
Just barely.
Yeah, exactly on the happy 2-hour mark here.
To an extent, it was a sub 2. The GG's to Bazoo. And it looks like
game.
It looks like Psymon's still gonna complete. Like he's just really, really close.
Maybe he's not yet seen that Bazoo is done.
I mean, if you're in go mode, you're less likely to just forfeit outright. But if you're like still missing an item, then that's usually when the forfeit happens. But since this was a fairly close race, and GG
always finishes the seeds.
Congratulations on becoming the Season 7 champion of the Requiem bracket.
Hello.
Congratulations on becoming the
Bazoo, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, congratulations. Good game.
Thanks.
So, how does it feel being Group Requiem champion?
It's amazing. Can you understand me now? I think my microphone had an issue.
We can hear you fine now. You did a great job right routing.
Yes. I think it was nearly a perfect vote. Besides skipping Child Spirit, I think.
Yeah, but other than that, it was more or less... excuse me for saying accidental God route, but I think at one point it was just luck which favored you.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, really nice game. In the beginning, you were really neck to neck and made the same decisions, and then it basically diverted between you going Jabu first and Psymon doing fire first, and the like magic and Jabu, and then heading for well and full clearing spirit afterwards was kind of a make it or break it factor, because Psymon is basically just back to spirit because they didn't have magic like forever because Jabu had the only accessible magic.
Okay.
So that was the major game changer here. So how did you feel about the seed overall? Did it feel to you like you were just floating through like it looked on screen, or were there moments where you thought you messed up?
I think I understood the hints I got pretty early. That's why I dipped into Spirit to get the boomerang, or I hoped to get the boomerang at least. And it was the first the first chest. And that's why I immediately got out of Spirit when I got the first key. Because I thought I need something from... maybe from Jabu. Because the letter could have been a path. At least I think it was the mirror shield in where are the storms, but maybe because of the key logic could also be the the letter because of the magic.
Yeah.
I think the magic had a small key, I think.
Yeah, I think it was the storms for the mirror shield after all.
Yes.
But when you went into well and found more or less nothing, it was really like, ooh, does this well play off? Because I was like, I would totally go well at this point, and I would push well at early game and density play, and I was all for well, and then well seemed to yield nothing until the very last check, which had mirror shield, and I was like, phew, I would have made the right decision then.
Yes, that paid off at the last check.
Yeah.
But I also thought, oh, okay, well, wasn't the play at this point? And I, at some point when I was playing well, I thought about the chest, Storm's chest in Cookie Forest. Because I forgot what it had.
The Storm's chest in Kokiri Forest had the ice arrows.
Okay.
This has my notes at least.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I think I had to look at my VOD if Storms, if the well didn't have the mirror shield. Just in case I had a potential path item.
Oh, yeah, nice work on the path reading there. The Kakariko to Phantom Ganon kept us on edge for quite some time. Because that was a little wild, with the first bow being so deep down.
Yes.
I think it was Psymon who got the second bow, right? So Paimon found a second bow on Kakariko shooting gallery, so absolutely bow-locked bow. So with the first bow locked so deep into the game, it was a little crazy.
Oops. Yeah, that was a crazy bow-lock bow.
Also going bowless for so long in the seed. Basically pushed Forest back to forever. Then we had an awesome double Forest.
I was also kind of worried about the bow. I think I would have played GTG after. I think Spirit was it where the bow was? Because I definitely wouldn't have played or dipped into Forest, and maybe I wouldn't have played Fire until I got a bow, because I had the big key could have been bow locked, for example, or at least a small key which locks a big key. So
So chat has a question for you, Bazoo. Skygoro asks, are you going to try for Challenge Cup this year?
Maybe, I don't know yet, but I didn't decide yet.
Blue Roses asks, how does it feel to win in your group undefeated?
Oh, that feels amazing. Wouldn't really describe it, but definitely feels amazing. Especially after playing the seed so well, I think.
Have you had a sub 2 seed before?
No.
So actually the cutscene before the last hit on Ganon was more or less breaking your sub 2 here, but absolutely amazing. So you beat Monkshus, you beat Florbs, you beat D-Tip Psymon 2 times? Yeah, 2 times.
Yes, that was a win match.
Oh. Okay, I get it. Because, DG Simon worked his way back, well, after being defeated by you, going back from loser's bracket, so basically today was a best of 3, after how it played out, so nice one. Actually, you basically won with the minimum effort, meaning minimum required games and opponents. Blue Roses says official race time was actually 1:59.56, so you actually sub-2'd by 4 seconds.
Yes.
With which times did you start in the qualifiers?
Or that I
What was
have
your
to look
first
after.
worst time this season?
I think it was an async seed. But I don't know the time time right now. Maybe I can look after it for a moment.
I mean, it's not like the absolute time, but more like how much have you improved this season, and how do you feel about your progress?
Oh, that's a hard question. Because obviously I was really lucky playing the seeds. Yeah, kinda on the God road, kind of. But I think I improved a bit. But I think it was sometimes based on the seed, if it was a faster time or a slower time.
Lovely one cycle, right? Blue, yeah, you can say that. Simon just delivered a really clean one cycle on Phantom Ganon. Phantom Ganon.
Ganondorf.
Yeah, right. Real Ganondorf. Like I said, I am tired. My brain does not brain today anymore. So yeah.
My brain is ready for Metroid Prime 4.
Let's just watch for a second. Yeah, the music is awesome for the Ganon fight.
I love the slider music from Mario 64. Because it's a roller coaster of emotions here.
There we go.
Now Psymon has defeated Evil. 14 minutes later, so it's basically just all this double dipping. Just one routing decision with Jabu and the magic, just requiring more age changes, requiring more double dipping. But 2:14, amazing time, something I myself can only dream of in my wildest dreams. Really clean fight, good game. Psymon really showing off skills here today. I hope he's joining us for an interview in a bit. Badoo says he is. So looking forward to seeing Psymon here. So looking forward.
Hello and GG's.
Hello?
Hello, Psymon. GG's.
Oh, GG's.
GG.
Great game. You really showed off some skills today.
I showed off being an idiot, too.
Well, not really. I mean, BazooKazoo kind of did find the accidental god route. You had to do a lot of double dipping and age changes. But to be fair, we saw you both neck to neck in the beginning, making the same choices, basically the same speed. You made double forest on screen really not only bearable but worth a while, because at that point it was pretty clear that BazooKazoo was going to win, but you just showed off right there that you were completely prepared to beat him, because like your speed and your execution was absolutely on par. So it was just one or two routine decisions that made BazooKazoo win here, and you didn't show off any less skills than he did.
No, just I feel like it was 10 minutes or so, if not more, of just unforced errors, which I mean would have still had Bazoo beat me, but just a lot of unforced errors. So like even if I would have won this race, I would have felt bad because there's just so many like, you know, just brain dead moments in that. Like I feel like I played overall well, and that obviously I didn't hit a god route. I felt like I played well. I just did some dumb things, and I had my execution drop off kind of a little bit after the hour mark, and it was just making silly mistakes and that. But overall, like, I was happy with how I was playing apart from that, because I played more aggressive than I normally would. I think I bailed earlier than I normally would. Like, I'm normally a lot more defensive of a player. So I think under normal circumstances, I would have beaten myself. Like, if I were racing myself, I would have beaten my normal self. So I was happy kind of with all about that. Just, yeah, I mean, I wish I could have played better and not made so many, like, flubs and that, because it was unforced errors. Would have made this race a little closer, but I mean, hey, if he god routes it, what can I do?
Yeah, so the magic in Jabu was basically Jabu was the first dungeon BazooKazoo did. So with having the magic at hand, all this coming back to spirit and stuff for the boss key that you had to do, going back and forth there, that was the major difference and turning point. So execution-wise, there's like chat also says, there's absolutely no need for you to be disappointed. If you don't believe me, just re-watch the VOD, because really execution-wise, you were absolutely on par.
I mean, overall, I feel okay, but I could have played that better, just to my own standards, and I could have played that better. But no, like, honestly, the dungeon order was definitely kind of a little tricky of what I should do, because I didn't have magic for a while, and I definitely thought about doing Jabu earlier, and really the only reason I didn't was I was just, at the time I was thinking of it, I was already adult, and I didn't want to age change. So I kind of did some extra stuff.
The dungeon order was just weird. Being bowless for so long was just weird, with the bow being so late in the game.
Yeah, because you have to, like, it's also, like, I wasn't sure how deep the paths were going. Like, I understood what the path wanted me to do, but I was, like, questioning myself, like, oh, is this actually a little bit deeper than this? Because you have Requiem as your path for Phantom Ganon and that, and eventually you realize that Forest is locked behind Jabu even. So it's kind of like, okay, I find Bow in that. Like, how deeper does this go? I wasn't really sure in that. Like, had I really fulfilled my path for Kak in that, or not for Kak, for Phantom Ganon. So I don't know. There was a lot of things that, like, made it weird in that, being really late for Bow. I didn't have magic for a long time, so I wasn't quite sure. Just, I felt like I had to gamble a little bit with how I played it. But in the end, Jabu, I felt I was already doing too many age changes, and that's kind of what prevented that. I mean, in the end, I don't think it really matters in that. I didn't play terribly in that respect in that. If he goes Jabu first, what can I do? I don't think there's necessarily a scenario where I go Jabu first, to be honest. So, like, I'm talking and thinking, but I honestly don't think there's a scenario where I go Jabu first. So, good on Bazoo.
But yeah, the seed gifted you with many items in the beginning, both of you, and then you just went like one bow from go mode for 2/3 of the game, basically, or at least it felt like.
Oh, it did. It did.
Yeah, it was like that for both of you, basically. So it wasn't just you there.
Yeah. But no, early Jabu obviously ends this seed.
Yeah. Jabu wins this seed, which in itself is completely crazy enough.
Yeah, I mean, Bazoo's got it in that. I don't even want to say he lucked into it. I don't think he lucked into it. He's good. I said it in the last race, Bazoo was the one person in this bracket I was afraid of. I mean, like, the challenge, I picked him to win the challenge, and that, like, he was the one person I didn't want to face. He's the only one who's beaten me. He's beaten me twice now. Like, I even played an extra game that ended up getting voided, but I played an extra game, won all my games. Bazoo's the only one beating me, and he was the one I was worried about the whole time, so GG's to him.
Thanks.
Yeah, so chat, do you have any remaining questions for our runners? Since this is the last time we're here for this bracket in this season, feel free to ask anything you might have missed so far.
Favorite donut? Favorite donut? Sky, you put me on the spot. Okay. Let's put it this way. My favorite depends on my mood. I am a very mood person. I will not have a favorite. I'll have a favorite this year and I'll change next year. I couldn't tell you. On the spot, yeah. I don't know. Let's just go with some sort of maple bar for now, and I'll change my mind later. Guy with the important questions.
So you basically ran out the question mood.
Well, if we're done, it's time for me to say GG's Bazoo. Congratulations on winning Group Requiem. And congratulations, Psymon, on becoming runner-up for Group Requiem. This was a heck of a season, and it's been really cool to be able to restream these finals. It's been a wonderful watch so far. Speaking of watch, we have quite a few more finals on the schedule this week. We have Zor vs Timozoma, the Nocturne finals, December 4th, so tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, Friday very early in the morning for us EU people. And we have Foxconn vs Schuyler in Minuet finals, December 5th, 3 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. UTC. I believe both of those are going to be restreamed, so make sure to check out the schedule and see if you're available at those times. Also, if you haven't joined the Discord, we have a Discord I know the staff is coming up with lots of really cool stuff, so definitely be sure to check back there. Also, I want to thank the runners. Thank you for letting us restream you guys, Psymon and Bazoo. Thank you to our wonderful trackers, Lady Draco and Turtlebeard. Thank you for keeping us all informed of what's going on the screen. And thank you to the lovely commentators. Lee, Penny, you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for making this finals so enjoyable to listen to you two. And if you want to become a commentator, tracker, restreamer... Huh?
I said thank you for being the restreamer and pushing all the right buttons.
You're very welcome.
Yes, thanks for the restream.
You're very welcome. If you want to become and help out and volunteer on Script Central, join the Discord and head to the volunteering channel. We're always looking for more help to bring more restreams to you guys. And with that being said, thank you all for being here, for letting us enjoy this wonderful restream together. I forgot to mention the trackers. Thank you to the trackers, Lady Draco and Turtlebeard, for clicking all the buttons and keeping us informed. I really appreciate you being here. With that, we'll be raiding into Cine. He is playing some Skyward Sword, so watch out for that, and then we'll be back soon here on Scrub Central. You all have a wonderful time zone, and we will see you all very soon right here on Scrub Central. Have a wonderful time zone.